तो जय हिंद मेरे दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे इस YouTube चैनल पे जिसका नाम है सी रूपक मिगलानी। माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, माय नेम इज रूपक मिगलानी एंड वी आर बैक once again with another video. Today we're going to talk about the most confusing topic for the n number of students I have observed is debit and credit notes. Yes my dear friends, there is a concept called as debit note and credit note, which is at times becomes a confusing topic for most of the students. So today we're going to talk about this debit and credit note, when it will be issued, what would be the impact of this debit and credit note under the GST. So let's proceed further and discuss about the same. Yes my dear friends, without wasting a single minute. So friend, as you can see it in the slide, section 34 of the CGST Act deals with the debit notes and credit notes. Alright, the question arises when this shall be issued. Alright, as far as the GST compliances are concerned, when it has to be issued. Alright, so friends, let's understand what does the tax says. First of all, where a tax invoice has been issued for supply of any goods or services or both, and the taxable value or tax charge in that tax invoice is found to exceed the taxable value or tax payable in respect of such supply, or where the goods supplied are found to be deficient, the registered person who has supplied such goods or services or both may issue to the recipient a credit note. So it is telling us about the credit note. Alright, and in this slide my dear friends, it will tell us about the debit note. So friends, let's understand with the help of example only. Alright, as you can see in this example, here's one Raju and here's one Katrina. Alright, so what is happening here? Raju sells goods to Katrina Limited worth rupees 1 lakh. Alright, Raju is selling goods to Katrina Limited for rupees 1 lakh. It was found that it was short supplied by rupees 10,000. Alright, it was short supplied. It means it was supposed to be 1,10,000. However, it has been supplied 1 lakh only. So there is a mistake. There is a short supplying of goods worth rupees 10,000. Let's see in this example how the debit and credit note will going to impact. Right? Yes, the goods that have been supplied is worth rupees 1 lakh. Okay, it was supposed to be of 1,10,000. 10,000 is short. This is the scenario. Yes my dear friends, let's make the books of accounts balance sheet of both Raju and Katrina Limited. This is the balance sheet of Raju. This is the balance sheet of Katrina Limited. Alright, so in the balance sheet of Raju, who would be Katrina Limited? Obviously he is supplying goods to the Katrina Limited, so obviously it will be the debtors for him. Katrina Limited will be the debtors for him. Alright, so this will be the debtors, and debtors always have a debit balance. Debtors always have the debit balance. So in his books, in his balance sheet, in Raju's balance sheet, Katrina Limited has a debit balance of 1 lakh. Alright, yes. Now my dear friends, this 1 lakh has been short supplied. It has been short supplied. It means what? It has to be 1,10,000. Now already the balance which is which has a debit balance, alright, and we need to increase it more, like we need to supply it more because it was short supplied. So we have to increase the balance. We have to increase the already debited balance with more 10,000. Alright, so in this scenario, what Raju will going to issue? Raju will going to issue the debit note for rupees 10,000. Yes guys, yes my dear friends. Alright, now in the books of Katrina Limited, in the balance sheet of Katrina Limited my dear friends, who is Raju? Raju is obviously the creditor. Okay, Raju is obviously the creditor, and creditor have always the credit balance. Alright. So in the books of Katrina Limited, Raju is having a credit balance of rupees 1 lakh. Alright. So my dear friends, where already there is a credit balance of 1 lakh and it was a short supplied earlier, so you need to once again increase the balance by 10,000. It means you have to again credit it by 10,000. So what this Katrina Limited will going to issue? It will going to issue the credit note. Is that clear, guys? Yes? Yes, my dear friends. Okay, so where goods are short supplied, alright, so in this case Raju will issue the debit note and Katrina Limited will issue the credit note. Okay, this is the concept of debit and credit note, where it is issued actually. Now let's take one more scenario, one more example. As you can see it in the slide, here's what's happening here. Raju sells goods to Katrina Limited worth rupees 1 lakh. It was found that it was excess supplied. In the previous example, what we have seen is it was short supplied, and now here it was excess supplied by 10,000. That means the actual supply that was made was 1 lakh, but it was supposed to be of 90,000. Yes, it was supposed to be of 90,000. So my dear friends, once again let's understand this by making their books of accounts, by understanding with the help of looking into their books of accounts, what does the balance represents in each of those books of account, right? This is Raju, all right, Raju's balance sheet. This is Katrina Limited balance sheet. All right, now what is the scenario actually? Goods actually supplied, actually 1 lakh, but supposed to be of 90,000. Okay, so 10,000 is excess. Yes, yes. My dear friends, what does Katrina Limited represent in the books of Raju? She's obviously a debtor for him, so she would represent what? Debit balance. Debit balance of what? 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Okay, debit balance of 1 lakh in the name of Katrina Limited. Yes. Now it was supposed to be of 90,000 and 10,000 was excess supplied. So my dear friends, we have to reduce the balance for this. Alright, where already 1 lakh has been a debit balance. Now it was found that it was excess supplied, so we have to reduce the same. So we're going to make the credit, we're going to make it credit by 10,000. So in this scenario, what Raju will going to issue here? Raju will issue credit note in such scenario, my dear friends. All right, now let's understand in the books of Katrina Limited. Who is Raju in the books of Katrina Limited? Raju is a creditor and obviously will be having the credit balance. All right, will be having the credit balance. Now it was found that Katrina Limited has purchased and it was excess supplied, so the already going credit balance has to be reduced by 10,000. All right, and as far as reducing the credit balance is concerned, we have to obviously debit the same, debit by 10,000. all right, now my dear friends, by debiting this 10,000, Katrina Limited will issue what? Debit note. Yes guys, yes. So my dear friends, this is the concept of debit note and credit note. And similarly my dear friends, in case if it is found that the tax has been short collected, the same provisions will apply, the same concept will apply. All right, if in case if it is found in the later stage that tax have been excess collected, the same provision will going to apply and all such things, the same concept will going to apply. All right, whatever we discussed right now. So my dear friends, this is the concept of debit and credit note. You know, if we understand with the help of this books of accounts, if we try to understand with the help of applying some of the accounting knowledge, we will end up understanding this debit and credit note in a very crystal clear way, my dear friends. So all right, yes, so this was all about the debit and credit note, my dear friends. I hope you liked the video. I hope you understood the concepts as well. So my dear friends, we'll catch up in another video in the next video, and till then, tara, take care, goodbye मेरे दोस्तों, जय हिंद, जय भारत, bye bye friends.